There's hardly been a top player in international cricket who at some point hasn't suddenly asked himself, what does the future hold for me? There's two players in this Indian side, much admired, very successful at times, who are suddenly posed with that question. One is Ravichandran Ashwin, the other is Ajinkya Rahane. And you might wonder why I'm saying Ravichandran Ashwin. Sometimes you measure players by their own success, and to that extent Ashwin has charted such a bold course that if he's got 50 wickets in his last 13 test matches, we're wondering what is the matter here. Let's look at those numbers a little more carefully though. 13 test matches, 50 wickets. If you're playing in India, he'd be a little disappointed with that. But of those 13 tests, in 7, Ashwin was a support bowler. In India, the fast bowlers are the support bowlers to the spinners who win you games. When you travel abroad, especially the quality of fast bowling India has, the spinner's job is largely to keep an end closed to allow a fast bowler to stay fresh every time. I thought, given that 7 of those 13 were there, 50 was not a bad return, especially considering that in England, I think he played at least a couple of test matches with an injury. I thought he bowled beautifully in the first test there, but I thought some of the best bowling I've seen from Ashwin actually came in the first test match in Adelaide, the only test match he played in Australia before he had that abdominal injury again. One of the reasons we are worried about, and there's a little question mark about Ashwin at all, is because Kuldeep Yadav took 5 wickets in that test match in Sydney, and I think the coach said that going ahead he could be our first choice spinner. Now, when someone's taken 342 test wickets and is coming back, you look at that person very differently, because that person then earns the right to be looked at differently. Also, what has Ashwin done in recent times? I actually thought he bowled well in the IPL, but then went and had a stint in county cricket where he was the player of the month. I think he got 3 or 4 5-wicket hauls. He got 23 wickets in 3 innings, and I saw some of the clips. He bowled beautifully, and that is why I think you've got to keep that in mind when you look at Ravichandran Ashwin. Watch out closely. 33, 34, still bowling well, but I'll be surprised if Ashwin is not given a longer run. Then you look at Ajinkya Rahane. There's a reason that Rahane is a very, very popular test match player. I'm not talking outside the side, but within it. He's seen as someone who's very gritty, very determined. Even if his place is on the line, he'll still go out and play the kind of innings that the team requires. And that is the reason why you look at those players very differently and give them the extra opportunity. But the runs are drying up for Ajinkya Rahane, someone I admired enormously. His career can be in 2 parts. It's not the longest career, but a career in 2 parts. 2013 to 2016, he got runs abroad everywhere India played. He averaged 47. That 100 at Lords is one of the finest overseas hundreds that I have seen. Thereafter, average of just 32. In recent times, it might have dipped to 23, 24 as well. The one thing that's keeping him going is that when India, in winning causes, he's made a huge contribution. But you want a little bit more from Ajinkya Rahane. I don't know whether Rahane is trying too hard to be a 3-format player, whether one format is encroaching into the other in his style. But Rahane at 5, if he can rediscover his run scoring form, it's a wonderful batting number for him, because India's got a decent very good 3 and 4. If the openers give you a good start, 3 and 4 can build on that. But he's also got most likely Pant at 6, Ashwin at 7, Jadeja at 8. So he's got enough batting thereafter not to worry only about batting with the tail. Number 5 is a really good number, but watch out for Ajinkya Rahane. As I said, very popular player, but he really does need the runs in this test series.